Okay, hello everybody. Good evening. Today we have the last day of the Audio Art Festival, the 28th edition of the annual festival going on, running since 1993. We've got the last day, the 7th day of the festival. We have two amazing events today, two groups, two projects. The first one, Post Paradise, coordinated by Maja Ferlak from Ghent. In fact, the program consists of three independent parts with three different authors. You have more details on the website of the program. Matteo, that's great. Matteo is with us. That we're waiting. In fact, we start from the piece by Joe Caimon. Then we go to the piece by Paul Norman or Paul Norman. It depends where you spell it in German or in English. I never know. And then the last piece is by Maja Ferlak. So, in fact, the first one and the last one is a special one because there will be the active performance and cooperation with the audience. When you are ready to join us, go to the website because we have still the chance to do it, together with bigger audience. And then you have the details. You have the data and the information how to get access. In fact, there's a small Zoom icon. When you click it, you should be connected with us. If you need passcode, then it's also on the website included. So that's easy. But I see that we've got 16 people already with us, which is a great audience. With English introduction. Dobry wieczór Państwu. Zaczynamy ostatni dzień Festiwalu Audio Art, 28 Festiwalu Audio Art. Dzisiaj mamy dwa programy. Jeden program to Post Paradise, program koordynowany przez Maję Ferlak, składający się z 3 utworów. Mamy 3 autorów przed sobą. To, że Państwo nas widzą na Zoomie, to dlatego, że pierwszy i trzeci utwór z programu Post Paradise jest wykonywany przez Państwa, czyli publiczność włącza się w sposób czynny, aktywny do wykonywanego utworu. Jeżeli ktoś z Państwa jest zdecydowany jeszcze, bo nas tylko słucha w sieci, to proszę wejść na stronę festiwalu i sprawdzić. Tam jest link do Zooma, jest też password, jest też hasło, którym się możemy dostać i zalogować do nas. I będziecie Państwo wtedy orkiestrą Post Paradise, która będzie wykonywać utwory. Za chwileczkę od kompozytorów dostaniecie Państwo wszystkie szczegółowe informacje i w ten sposób powoli zaczynamy. Można używać różnych strojów, one czasami pomagają. Możecie Państwo być we dwójkę, możecie Państwo, my preferujemy, że Państwo pokazujecie swoje twarze, a ja i tak mam możliwość Państwa stłumić i wyłączyć. Także w zależności od potrzeb i od gotowości uczestnictwa w tym projekcie jesteście Państwo gotowi. So we are ready also in Polish. And Maja, please explain, or we can directly start from Joe. That depends what is the best.
Yes, I give the words to Joe.
Hello, everybody. We're gonna make a choir all together, and I will give you a link where you can go to. In the chat, it will arrive. You will see it now. And I will ask you to mute your microphone of the Zoom. And then we can start with it. Hello, everybody. Welcome at Koorvorming Online, a wonderful chaos world where energies between people will be displayed. You can join and sing along, improvise and come fluid. Go to alonetogether.samenschool.org/koorvorming. A graphic score will be shown to guide you through the play.
Gila.
Okay, I think that was the performance. Thank you. So this was the first Post Paradise performance, and there are 3 Post Paradise performances. So next up is Paul Noman. And I give the words to Paul to explain something.
Hi, folks. You want me to wait, Marek, or I should carry on? I just go. Welcome to my piece. Actually, it's together with my partner Mira. We've made this together. She's there on a different screen, but she's there waving hi Mira. All we would really like is that if you're on the Zoom call, you can feel free to join the Zoom call. If you go to the website, you scroll down to near to Maya's name, you can click the link and the password is there. You can feel free to join in and come and join us here in Zoom. All I ask is that you keep your camera on and your microphone off. Other than that, we can begin the piece. See you in 25 minutes. It's hard to watch the TV at the moment, right? I mean, I look at these shows and adverts and stuff. Even, you know, I was in the airport the other day and I saw an advert for sore throat sweets or cough sweets. That was it, cough sweets. And a kid came up to their mom and holding their throat and coughing, and then the mum just gave them one of these lockets and off they went back on to play with their friends. And you know, my first thought was like, oh my god, you can't do that anymore, that's crazy. You know, and I think things have changed. Like on that same trip I was in the train station and there was someone stood there with their mask on, and then someone they obviously knew, I guess, it came running up to them and threw their arms around them from the back, and they hugged them, and they turned around and they had a full embrace. And at first I was like, oh, how lovely, but you know, they both had their masks on, and I was also thinking, wow, you know, are they part of the same household, or? And these things have been in my brain now for, they stay there, they're floating around, and you know, I was thinking, why don't I just trust that these people are, you know, being safe and being responsible? I'm sure they are, and physical contact is really, really important. We need that somehow, and you know, it's okay. It's totally allowed to have physical contact with, in certain circumstances. So with the people you live with your children, or that you live with, or your partner, or even like, you know, flatmates that you just are sharing an apartment with. You know, that's okay. You're allowed to be normal when you're together. Because otherwise, it's really awkward, I think. This not being able to hug. Like when the lockdown was not so difficult. I would have occasionally, you know, from time to time, friends would visit me and we'd have a glass of wine in the garden or something, and then it's nice, and at some point it starts to feel relatively normal, and then there comes time to say goodbye and you can't do anything. You have to just sort of wave and that's, or whatever. It's awkward. It's always been awkward, and I know it's important. We can't do anything about that at the moment. It is important. But I also realized that I can't even look at my own work the same anymore. Old pieces, you know, so much of my work has people in really close contact with each other. It doesn't work anymore. It's different. Something's changed, and it's heartbreaking. It's so difficult, and I don't know really anymore what you know. To be honest, I'm completely lost, and you know, something that I've always really engaged with is the work Lecture on Nothing by John Cage. I really love Lecture on Nothing. If you haven't read it, there's the famous line. I suppose it's almost cliche now, but to me it's not. To me it feels really relevant, and the famous line is, I have nothing to say and I'm saying it. And you know, when I first read that, I'm not someone who cries a lot. I mean, sure, if something really sad happens directly to me, then yeah, but just from like, I wouldn't cry at a movie really. I'm not that I think I'm being super strong or something. I'm really not. I'm actually probably quite sensitive in most situations. I just don't actually cry very much. But certainly not in public. But reading, I was on the train when I read The Lecture on Nothing by John Cage for the first time, and it's unbelievably beautiful. And this line, for me, it's really so important, is that I have nothing to say and I'm saying it. It's so poignant. And I think the thing, maybe part of why I found this so beautiful is that somehow this is a text written, I don't know, at some point in the past, and John Cage is, of course, not alive anymore, but I felt a connection through this text. I felt like finding a kindred spirit almost, and that was just an unbelievably powerful experience. And I don't get to make those experiences very often, actually, not in a non-physical way. I have nothing to say, and I'm saying it. Another artist I admire is Jonathan Burroughs and Matthew Fajan, their duo, and they made a piece called Cheap Lecture, which is based on Lecture on Nothing. And in that they changed this line, I have nothing to say and I'm saying it, to we don't know what we're doing and we're doing it. And I feel like that right now, not just because of not just in art, but in everything. I don't know how to deal with the world at the moment. It's too hard. This coronavirus is just the last part of what feels like a series of things designed to divide everybody, to keep everybody completely separate. This neoliberal, late capitalist idea that we are all in our houses with our things, and that's all we need. And I kind of feel like art has always been the thing that said no. That's not all we need. We have to connect. I mean, we think about even like the kind of art that you can sell, you know, like TV or something. Those connections that we make by having watched or experienced the same thing. How many people were talking about Game of Thrones or writing about it on the internet, or feeling a connection, or being together in not liking Game of Thrones or refusing to watch it, but that we can build these connections somehow. But art can go beyond that. I've always wanted art or my work to find ways of connecting people and asking, you know, when it comes down to it, I guess all I've ever really wanted is for the audience to acknowledge that they matter, and that each other matter. That when we're in a concert, even, I don't know, seeing some Mozart, even if we're seeing Mozart and you're sitting in a darkened theater watching a small orchestra, the audience still matter. They've always mattered. They have a great power. You can read endless articles about coughing and how distracting it is. It shows that they matter, that this connection matters, and we shouldn't think of that as an issue. We should embrace that people are there, people together experiencing something. That's really, it feels like that's the point. And maybe that's the point of this piece. Is what I'm trying to say is that I want connection again. I want to try, but I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how, really. But I have the feeling that physical contact might still be really, really important. And so I had a plan, and I'd like to ask you to help me with this. I want, first of all, I don't know if you're on your own. I don't know if you're watching this in a full screen or if you can see the other people, but if you're not on your own, if you're with somebody else in your household and it feels okay and it feels safe, I just want you to, I think I just want you to hug them until we've made it through. And those people who are there on their own, I think we need this. We need to see hugging. We need to no longer be scared of touching each other when it's really okay. You know, no one has ever said you can't touch people that you live with. It's okay, and we can also do that in public, and we can show that we're still connected and that we have that we're still somehow together, and that it doesn't matter when someone says or asks us to tell on our neighbors, or that we should only worry about our own belongings and our own finances, and we should keep trying, pushing, and we shouldn't care about people who are less privileged and less fortunate than us. That's what we're told. This is I don't know, maybe it's something like the American dream, you know, that everybody can climb to the top, and climbing to the top means shitting on everybody else. But we can show that it's not like that. We can keep together, and we can keep close, and we can take care of them. We can look at people again, and we can by looking at people and by acknowledging people, we can make it, even in a very small scale, we can make it feel like everybody still matters. And so that's what I want. I want you to hug now, and to do that with your cameras on, and I want to be able to see that through Zoom. The thing is, I'm still completely full of doubt about this. I mean, I know I want this, and I really do hope that you do it. And when I was thinking about making a piece for this wonderful Post Paradise series, I didn't know what I was supposed to do next. And this idea of hugging, of creating people, getting people to connect and to look at each other in this very basic way, it came really early to me, but actually, like probably everybody, last week I was thinking, wow, this is not a good piece. I mean, also all of this crashing material that we're watching, and these drowning people and music. You know, I wanted, obviously I'm showing destruction, and I'm asking that we kind of, you know, hold on to something, to each other, or at least to look at people holding on, to try and feel a connection that way. But then I found, just looking around, that actually there's a lot of great information. A lot of people are doing a lot of good things about this missing connection. There's a fantastic children's book, actually, which I found totally by accident, really, just Google hugging. It's called When We Can't Hug, Whilst We Can't Hug. It's about a hedgehog and a tortoise, and it's actually it's the second in a series of books. Well, no, I guess now it's a series, because now it's 2 books. And the first book was about a hedgehog that wanted a hug And this book is about this hedgehog and this turtle who are obviously the best of friends since they found each other, or maybe a couple or something, I don't know. But now they're not allowed to hug. So they're not a couple, so they don't live together. I mean, that's what we know. They're very good friends, but they don't live together. And they're not allowed to hug, actually. And so they talk about different ways you can make connections, like making a funny face, or playing some music together, or dancing together, or just experiencing something together. And actually, I recommend actually I was reading this, and it takes like maybe 2 minutes to read through this thing if you really take your time, and thinking, wow, this is so much better than the piece that I'm trying to make. But in a way, I can talk about it, and I'm really just trying to be honest. Because connection doesn't just seem to be important in art. Connection seems to be important full stop. I mean, it's like people have written a lot about hugging, and why hugging is an important thing. Like our first experience of the world when we're children. When something goes wrong, when you're hurt or when you're frightened, you cling for something. I have these real memories of going and clinging tight to my big brother when I was worried or scared or sad or whatever. And obviously something built in. I mean, maybe we learn it because when we're really a baby, you're picked up and you're moved around. You can't move yourself, so you're moved around. So maybe you learn that actually to achieve something, you need this contact. I don't know, and I haven't looked into the science of it. I looked at the Wikipedia article on hugging, and that was kind of interesting, actually, if I just Google that. So I can just, I'm doing this right now, sorry. So hugging. Hug on Wikipedia, that's what you look at. It says a hug is a form of endearment universal in human communities, in which two or more people put their arms around the neck, back, or waist of one another and hold each other closely. But this universal in human communities, I mean, I think we know that. It feels right. Hugging has been proven to have health benefits. One study showed that hugging increases levels of oxytocin and reduces blood pressure. Right? Can't argue with that. Unlike some forms of physical contact, a hug can be practiced publicly and privately without stigma in many countries, religions, and cultures, within families, and also across age and gender lines. There's something that relates, something makes sense, I think, between what I am trying to do when I'm making any form of art and what a hug is trying to do. Maybe that's the whole thing, is that all of this time, somehow, maybe the work that I've been trying to make has, in a way, always been a kind of hug. Not that everything I do and I try to do is nice or friendly or... Yeah, except mostly it is. I really want to make the world better, I think, a little bit better. Maybe that's the thing, is that I make the pieces that I want to make. I don't ever really try to do anything other than make what I think needs to be made. But the reality is, I think I want people to I suppose really all I have left to say is that I think physical contact seems super important right now, and contact connection of any style seems super important, and I think that without it we're going to struggle to fight off all the horror of the world. With it, by keeping together and feeling like we're together, maybe there's a chance that we can make it forwards.
Paul and Mira. Mira and
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you very much, Paul and Mira. That was fantastic. So now we're at the very last piece. So you just saw the second piece of Post Paradise, and now comes the third one, which is a piece that I've made, and you will need to do something throughout the piece again. This time it's not hugging, but it will be clapping in your hands, singing, and also jumping up and down if you can, and blowing air, so like that. So I'm going to share my screen, and I will just give you instructions as we go, but be ready to clap in your hands. And one thing, everyone should have the microphone on, because I need to hear all of you.
Please.
But keep your volume of the output of the computer volume low, so that we don't have feedback. So so keep it low enough so you still hear what is going on, but put your microphone on. Okay, there we go. Share screen. All right. So right now you see 36 audience members, well, to be audience members, hidden behind the black screen. You will see pulses, yellow pulses, and if you clap at exactly the same time as the pulse, then you can make the other audience appear. So, oops, okay. And there we go. Okay, now we're not going to try to do the next ones, I think. Now the second part is you can see that the video is smaller than the green screen, and you can make. I just need to make the. Give me 1 second to stop the. Yeah. So you can see that the green screen is big, and so you can make the video as big as the green screen with your voice by singing. Listen to each other. So we don't want to have a mix of different pitches at the same time. So when nobody sings, you can sing. And so sing long notes because the computer can only pick up your note when you sing it, at least for 2 seconds. Go. Okay, I think we're going to move to the third part. So for to start the third part, you have to first, if you can, jump up and down. So stand up and jump up and down.
Now, can we start?
Jump, 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 jump. Come on.
Oh.
Yes, yes. Jump, jump, jump. Jump, jump, jump. Yay! Okay, it's all good. You can sit down now. Okay, so you caused an earthquake. And now you can blow all the videos off the screen. So just blow air to blow them off the screen.
hyperventilating. Recharge. Then we go again. Yes!
I think everyone is tired. I think these audience members really want to stay with us, so we can keep them, and I can conclude the performance here. Thank you very much. This was Bus Paradise.
Paradise is really over. You are really post. Thank you very much, Maya. Thank you very much, Joe. Thank you very much, Paul and Miram. That was really great to have you here, and that was amazing performance. Thanks a lot. Clapping once more again. Blowing. So we are now going to the small break, and you can still be with us on Zoom, but better with muted microphones. And we are switching slowly to the next concert. The Pneuma Ensemble from Vienna, they are ready. They are just waiting for the sign for us. And please stay with us. We are either internal network or external network. Both are working together on the website of the festival, on the website of the studio, where we are mainly directing the lectures, and then of course on Facebook. So thanks a lot. See you soon, but let's go there.